everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing some fun photos of some delicious donuts because tomorrow is National Donut Day. So if you hear a cat in the background, I don't have a cat. That's just a cat that has decided to perch outside my window and meow constantly and loudly. It usually lives in our ceiling, so I guess this is a nice change of pace. So I'm going to start off with photos of just a stack of just two of the donuts. I'm going to start with this couple that's on a picnic blanket. Now, I don't like using this one a lot because of the blanket obviously is plastic and so it doesn't move with whatever prop I'm putting it on. So I'm trying to find a spot where it kind of looks like it's laying on there correctly, but I couldn't find it. So decided to go with just placing them like free form, I guess. I don't know, like not on the blanket. I'm having a hard time finding a place for her to sit as well. Just because, as you know, donuts are round, so it's kind of hard to find a flat surface to stick them on. Now, he is obviously the hardest. He fell in and had to fish him out. I thought about getting some tweezers to try and make it where I didn't have to like mess with the donut too much with my hands, but it ended up being fine. He didn't fall that far down. So now I'm being extra careful when I place them because I don't want him to fall down again. But he just does not want to stay. And the figures are just like that sometimes. Sometimes they just don't want to stay in place. I usually have some wax that I use to make figures like kind of stay in spot a little better, but I didn't want to use it directly on food, especially considering I was going to make my husband eat all this later. And here is the finished photo. I don't love this one just because I feel like without the blanket you kind of lose that it's a picnic. I don't know, don't love this one, but it's pretty okay. I like this angle of the actual donuts because as you'll see later on in the other shots, you can't really clearly see as obviously that they're donuts because I have a more of a straight on angle on it. Next is this man with a newspaper. I was able to purchase one on one of the sprinkles, so it really looks like he's sitting on one of the sprinkles as like a little stool or something, which I thought was really cute. This is a really easy figure to use, and I honestly don't know why I don't use this one more. Because it works on so much. And with how lightweight this figure is, I can put him on things that are delicate, like a flower or something, and he'll stay in his spot. So I really don't know why I don't use this one more. So I got two different angles of this one. I got one where he's slightly off to the side that I really like, and then I have one that's more straight on. I'm not sure which one I like more, which is why I got both of them. What I really like about this piece is that it really makes sense with the donut. Like it kind of reminds me of like a scene in a movie or something where the dad or the grandpa is reading the newspaper while eating a donut for breakfast or something before he goes off to work. I don't know, maybe I'm putting too much thought into this. I don't know. So in this photo, I'm going to take two different ones and then I'm going to combine them in Photoshop. So my idea is that I'm going to have this figure here that's like a foreman out directing me as I am placing another donut on the stack as if he's helping me build a stack of donuts. So first photo I'm going to do is this photo here where I had the foreman out and it's just the base of the donuts, the two donuts, with the foreman and the little construction sign. Then after that, I'm going to pick up one of the donuts and then take pictures of just me holding it off to the side. And then I'm going to combine them in Photoshop like this. And I'm going to just use the magic wand tool and have that just selected and move it over. First, I'm going to crop the first photo where there's a lot of white space at the top where my hand's gonna go. I'm gonna pick the hand that I think looks the best. Then use the magic wand tool to isolate it and just select just my hand, the donut, and then just copy and paste it. It's super easy. So it's a little big. I know there's easier ways of just making that smaller. However, I don't always remember how to do it. because this is the way I was taught to do it, where you just resize the original image and then just copy and paste it again. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just resizing the photo to be a little smaller so it fits in the other photo. Like I said, I know there's easier ways to do this, but this is the way I was taught to do it in college, so it's just the way I always do it. There we go. Now it's a little smaller, it's the right size, and bam. Now I'm just gonna lighten the back of the photo a little bit. Because I do this with all my photos, I like to have a nice crisp white background. Lighten my hand a little bit. And then fix the little center of the donut because it only copy and pasted a part of it. Just clean it up a little bit and then I'll be done. And then here's the finished photo. I really like this one. I think this was my favorite one so far. This is definitely one of the ones I use for hashtag National Donut Day. Next is going to be a really big scene as well. It's going to be a big concert scene. So I use this figure set a lot with the pop star and the guitarist and like doing a concert. To make it a little bit different, I'm adding some different people in the crowd. So here are the normal ones I normally have in the crowd. This is the ones that came with a set. They look like they're swaying their arms to the music and everything and having fun. And then I have this other figure from another set where they're dancing, and I'm going to add them into the crowd to make it a little more lively. Because I feel like that's something you see more in a concert. You see people actually like full on dancing, and well, depending on what concert you kind of go to. Concerts I went to growing up, it was more of a mosh pit situation than dancing. But I'm sure there are concerts where people just full on dance like that. I'm sure they exist. So I'm going to place the pop star on top. She's not the easiest to place because she has high heels. And so she has like very small little spots that can actually like go on the surface of whatever you're placing her on. So that's why I'm placing her first. It's because of wherever I can get her to work, that's where she's going. And pretty much everything else can work around that. So I finally had to put a little bit of wax on the bottom of one of her shoes and stick it on one of the sprinkles so she would actually stay. And I made sure to remove that sprinkle before I got my husband to eat these donuts. So now I'm placing the guitarist because he'll go anywhere. He's not as high maintenance as she is. So the next step is placing all of the audience around the rim of the plate. And I wanted to make sure that I put at least one of the normal figures that I use for the scene, like the ones that are just waving their arms, on either side of the dancing couple, because I felt like if the dancing couple was on the end, they may seem more odd and out of place. So I wanted them to seem more part of the scene. So here's the finished photo. I really liked how this one came out, all the bright colors, and I really like this photo a lot. I really think that all the bright colors from everyone's outfits and everything and the sprinkles really work. And on top of that, I really like that I was able to put in a new figure in the audience because I use this set a lot because I really like this one. And so I use it quite often. So I really like that I was able to find a way to make it a little bit different than usual by adding in that couple that's dancing. This is another one of my favorites from this photo shoot. So last but not least is another one that's going to take a little bit of Photoshop as well. So what I want to do is I want to get this painter. He's painting the stack of donuts. And with the magic of Photoshop, I'm going to put the photo that I'm going to take of the donuts and put it on his easel and make it look like he's painting it. I feel like for this photo to work, I feel like it really needs to have a little more oomph to it. So I'm going to add another donut just to give it more height and a bigger contrast between how small he is and how big the stack of donuts are. Also, because I plan on cropping him out of the photo that I put on his easel, so it's not like a weird Inception thing. So I need to have a little more donut in the photo. I also want to add a little more color into this photo, so I'm going to put in a strawberry donut in the middle. So my computer was kind of overheating when I started doing this Photoshop, so I couldn't record when I was cropping the photo and everything, but anything was that important, so not a big deal. So I got a little snippet of the photo, and I made sure that he was cropped out of it because I thought that'd be really weird looking to have, you know, him painting himself in front of it. I thought that'd be strange. So I'm just using the warp tool to make sure line up the photo on his easel. And this is my first time ever using warp tool, and I feel like I did a pretty good job. Next, I'm going to go through the filter sets and stuff they have on here and use the oil painting one to make it a little more like a painting. I know that you're not going to be able to see this very much because of how small he is on the photo, but you know, it's the little details that matter. So here I am just playing with the settings until I get how I like. And here's the finished photo. I really liked how this one came out. I'm really proud of myself for learning some new things so I can do this photo. Because like I said, before this, because I've never used the warp tool really before. So it was fun learning something new to try and make an idea I had work. So that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and comment. If you want to see more like it, please hit that subscribe button. And also, please go check out my Etsy shop, which is linked down below. Bye!